What's up, fellow YouTubers? Please96 here, bringing you some Titanfall gameplay. And this video's gonna, the video's gonna play in the background whilst I talk about something that I think is quite important, and that is if Titanfall is worth the asking price of £45 on Origin, and it's 35 on Amazon and other places, depends where you look. But I'm basically going to go through the good points of it and the bad points of the game, and then obviously at the end formulate an opinion on whether or not it is worth it. But this is my opinion, and everybody else's, you can have their own opinions, of course. So first of all, get some of the bad stuff out of the way. Well, one of the bad things is that the game only has 10 guns. There's one assault rifle, 2 submachine guns, 1 LMG, one like semi-auto sort of rifle. Then you have a marksman rifle and a sniper rifle and the smart pistol with 1 shotgun. And although it is a bad thing, it can also be seen as a good thing as well, because it means it's easier to balance those guns. But because there is only 10, you do kind of get bored of them quite quickly. And there's not really a lot of customization on those guns anyway, because the attachments for every gun is limited. So, but there are unique attachments to each gun, so that does keep it a little bit interesting. But yeah, anyway, because there's only 10 guns, it's not as interesting. They're not very unique either. Some of them are kind of like they've been done before, whilst there's other ones that are quite cool. And another bad thing is that there are only 3 types of Titans. There's the Ogre, which is the heavy type, the Atlas, which is the medium-sized type, and the Strider, which is the light type. And these 3 types, they've got good balance in between them, but it kind of, yet again, it feels like they could have done so much more with it. And also, with the 3 Titan types, there are only, I want to say, 6 Titan guns. So, and there's, yet again, there's not much variety in them, and there's not much attachments on those guns either, which you can choose. And I know it's just something like, it's not huge, but it does, in my opinion, sort of make the game a bit more boring, because once you unlock all those attachments, there's not really much else to do. But they're just the bad points though. The game has got 15 maps, and that is really good considering there's games like Call of Duty. Call of Duty's got 8 maps, I think, and Battlefield's also, I think it's got 8. Obviously, that's not including DLC. So it has got a lot of multiplayer maps, but that is only because it doesn't have a single-player campaign. So that could be seen as an issue for people who enjoy that sort of thing. I know people that do, and that is kind of off-putting as well for that asking price, because if you don't have an internet connection, then you can't really enjoy this game at all. So I wouldn't recommend buying it. Some of the balancing for some of the guns is quite bad. Like the smart pistol is the most annoying weapon in the world, because it auto locks on and the person has to pull the trigger once and it'll kill you. And that's kind of bad. And the shotguns, oh my god, the range on the shotguns is retarded. But then again, because this is made by the people who did MW2, they seem to like that with shotguns. But the campaign, because it has a campaign, if you could call it a campaign, the story is told, but it's on the exact same multiplayer map, sort of like how Brink did it. I know comparing a game to Brink isn't really a good thing, but it's sort of how Brink did it, and the way the story is told is that the characters in the story will talk in the background whilst you're playing on the multiplayer map. And you play normal gameplay from multiplayer, so you play a game mode called Attrition, where you just got to kill everything, and Domination, where you just got to capture the flag, and it will just be like that. But the story will be going on in the background whilst you do that. And the most annoying thing is that even if you lose on those missions, you still somehow win, which is really odd. So no matter what you do, it will not affect the outcome of the story, which kind of feels like you don't really have an impact on it at all. So that's there. I know I've said a lot of bad things right now, but the saving grace of this game is that it is so much fun to play. Other than the smart pistol and shotgun, everything else is balanced perfectly. The perks in the game feel like they do something, they feel like they actually contribute more in a greater way than, say, Call of Duty's perks. Because they make you do things quicker, they just give you more abilities. And if you combine that with the free running, it makes this game feel very, very fresh and new, which is kind of a good thing, considering as most games now are incredibly boring. So like, Call of Duty's just gotten old now. I don't know many people that play COD Ghosts at all anymore. The gameplay is its saving grace. It's the one reason I would recommend buying this game. That's the one reason. But would I recommend buying it for, say, £45? No, I wouldn't, because it doesn't have enough content in it right now. I know they're going to update it with 3 DLCs, but it doesn't have enough content in it right now to be worth the asking price. So if it's under £20, so it's in between 20 and 30, I would definitely recommend buying it. It's just not over 40. So even though this game is good, it's missing some things that could make it much better, and I feel like that those could be added in the next game of Titanfall, which will definitely be worth picking up if they add story mode and stuff like that. But anyway guys, just wrap this video up. I hope you enjoyed the video, so thank you for watching, and please like if you can. Have a nice day guys.